Let's look at what's happening in China. Months after it declared victory over the pandemic, millions of Chinese citizens are being tested again. The Delta variant is spreading across the country. This is being called the worst outbreak since Wuhan. Beijing blames local officials for this. It has even punished 40 of them. But once again, China is trying to hide its own failures through a crackdown. So what is Beijing hiding this time? Our next report has the answers.
Last year, China declared victory over the pandemic with a pool party in Wuhan. They celebrated too soon, because now all of Wuhan is taking tests for their homegrown virus. The Delta variant has breached China's borders. The virus is spreading fast. The Chinese press says this is the worst outbreak since Wuhan. Last week, more than 20 cities reported a fresh outbreak. More than 100 new infections were detected on Tuesday alone. In July, over 300 new cases were found. In August, almost 700 people have already tested positive. So, in less than a month, China has reported more than 1,000 new cases. And these are the official figures. If you know China, you'll take them with a sack of salt. This surge is despite China's vaccination record. It claims to have administered 1.6 billion vaccine doses across the mainland. China's story just doesn't add up. Xi Jinping announced that they've defeated the Wuhan virus. Why then is China struggling to control it now? As always, the Communist Party is blaming everybody but itself. Local officials across China are being punished. At least 47 officials have been accused of negligence. This includes heads of local governments, members of health commissions, officials at hospitals and airports. Beijing seems to have found some easy targets to blame for this outbreak, but the problem lies elsewhere. China was hoping that its homemade shots would permanently defeat its homemade virus. That's not happening. Sinovac and Sinopharm are under scrutiny. They are the backbone of China's vaccination strategy. But now Chinese citizens who took these shots are falling sick. There was an outbreak at the Shanghai airport. Some breakthrough infections were reported there. As always, China is not being transparent with data. Beijing is yet to share any clear information about the breakthrough infections. Nor has it shared any data about the efficacy of the Chinese jabs against the Delta variant. There is growing evidence that Chinese jabs are failing. Other countries that relied on Chinese vaccines are resorting to boosters. The UAE and Turkey, for example, and also Mongolia. In Indonesia, health workers who took the jab from Sinovac are being given a booster from Moderna. This was after hundreds of doctors were infected by the Wuhan virus recently. Malaysia will stop using the Sinovac vaccine after the current stocks run out. The Philippines and Thailand are considering the possibility of mixing Chinese vaccines with other candidates. Now Beijing seems to be moving in the same direction. Officials from the State Council have said that they are now considering boosters for high-risk groups. The latest outbreak has exposed China's overconfidence. The virus is rapidly spreading in its home country. The Delta variant has cut short Xi Jinping's victory lap. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.